I am building this 1975 Ramcharger for you.
This is our 1975 Ramcharger. You might recognize this truck from all of the videos we've done on it. We've had this truck for about 2 years in our shop. We got this thing, it was running and driving, and the idea was to use it to build up our YouTube channel. We started at about, I think, 10,000 subscribers, and we said when we got to 100,000, we're gonna give this truck away to one lucky subscriber. That's worked great. We're already up, I think, in the 60,000s now, and we're making great progress on the truck. I think we're 60 some odd thousand subscribers.
65 and then, or 67.
Yeah, and then what do you think completion on this truck, like 50, 60%?
Yeah, probably 60-ish, 60, 65.
Yeah, I like it. Your estimate kind of keeps going up in there. So again, when we get to 100,000 subscribers, we're gonna pick one lucky subscriber at random to win this truck. All you have to do to get entered is subscribe. If you want Regan and his team to work faster, just share the channel with your friends. That helps us out a lot and gets us to that 100,000 mark sooner, which means someone is gonna take home this truck when it's all done, of course. It was just incredible, right? You don't have to do anything to enter to win this truck except for subscribe to our YouTube channel. So we've done a ton of videos. We got this truck 2 years ago now, about 2 years ago, and it was running and driving. Super fun truck. We actually put it through its paces. We did some races with the team. Somebody won some burritos at some point.
Yeah, we raced it down that dirt road, saw who could go the fastest.
I feel like I lost no matter what as the guy paying for the burritos, but it was a ton of fun. Great truck, but then we took it all completely apart. We took this thing all the way down to the frame. Here's the frame of the Ramcharger, which is kind of interesting. We sent out the frame to get powder coated. This is the original numbers matching 440, which we sent out to Cogswell to get fully rebuilt. There's an awesome video just on the engine rebuild process. And then I'm here with Regan from our garage, who has been heading up this project and putting this whole truck back together. And we're about, what would you say, like 60%?
50, 60%,
50, 60% there. I see that the engine is in. We've got headlights. We've got a grill. We've got wheels and tires. Run me through, so let's start at like the powder coated frame to where we are now.
Yeah, so we started with just sending the frame down to our friends at Quality Powder Coating, got it powder coated black, just made sure it was really nice and clean before we did anything to it. While we were doing that, we put the body on a cart and sent it down to Siggy, SV Body and Paint, got it done in this nice gloss black with this bed liner.
There was also a ton of body work, right? I mean, I remember there being holes punched in this thing. It's actually in really good shape. There's a few trouble spots that you can see here. We had a bunch of patch panels.
There was like a huge hole in the floor that like we had to do all new floors on both sides. We had to get a whole new core support because the old one just had no bottom left. So there was just a lot of work to be done with just getting it to be complete. It's all new fenders. We got the grill restored and painted. Just a lot of work went into that. And
yeah, I mean, it's a 50-year-old truck that we think began its life as a forestry service truck. It had that mint green as the bottom layer of the paint, and it was like fully optioned. This thing had air conditioning, all-wheel drive. I mean, the big block, every option was checked, so we kind of felt like it was a government job.
Oh, it definitely was.
And then somebody definitely drove the crap out of it. I remember, I think it was Junior scraping all this stuff, or were you in there too?
It was both of us, yeah, just scraping everything off of it. I remember like I dropped, there was a skid plate and just full of dirt, good like 1-inch layer.
Yeah, 50 years worth of dirt and grime underneath this thing. So all that was taken out, the patch panels were put in, Siggy painted it, this beautiful gloss black. And then what is this extra strip on the bottom?
That's like a bed liner. It's just to prevent rock chips when we off-road it. We really want someone to off-road this truck once they get it and really enjoy it. And
it would be a shame if this thing was just like, you know, take the kids to school. Unless school is like in the wilderness.
Unless you're going over a mountain.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so paint and body. Yep. And then what else did we do?
Well, we sent the engine to Cogswell Marine, which we obviously had a video on it. We did a Speedmaster top end kit on this engine, so it has a bigger cam, aluminum heads, and that high-rise intake. Yep. So we're hoping it'll make probably around 460 to 500 horsepower. And then we did this CVF front accessory drive in here, fresh radiator, just everything new. And then from there, we had our transmission and our transfer case fully rebuilt. Transmasters did our trans.
And we switched from all-wheel drive, and now we're selectable four-wheel drive?
So we have a NP203 is the transfer case in there, and Pro Gear did that rebuild for us.
I'm gonna nod like I know what that is.
It was an original optional one.
Oh, okay, so that's an original option. It originally was optioned as an all-wheel drive. We're going to selectable four-wheel drive.
Yes.
And so you'll drive this thing around in 2-high most of the time until you're ready to get serious.
Yeah, and then you can get it on the trails and really just get it in that 4-low and enjoy it.
And then I see we put AC, is that vintage air?
We are doing vintage air, yes.
Very cool. 2 big electric fans, try to keep everything cool in here. Definitely tons of room to work
really
in
big
here,
radiator. Oh yeah, it was when I was putting this engine in, I was able to just stand in here.
I remember that, actually. I think we've got a shot of that somewhere. Let's cut to that. Okay, and then obviously we have the top somewhere. Where is that?
Yeah, so we actually, the roof, the metal roof is over with Siggy still.
Okay.
It's getting done in like a bed liner similar to match this.
So the whole thing is going to be covered in this black bed liner material?
And then we still have the original bikini top. It's actually folded up on the table back there.
Are we going back to the original bikini top?
We're going to replace it. I'm just keeping that one just until I know I have a replacement for it.
For sizing, is this it right here?
Yes, that is the original bikini top.
It's actually in pretty good shape. Yeah. It's got some mold in here.
Yeah, and it had that line of buttons across the front, and it would just strap down, and that was your covering.
To the top of the windshield?
Yep.
Are we going to do that again?
That's my plan currently.
Okay. Cool. And then I see we did a bunch of sound deadening in here. Good old Dynamat all the way through the truck, actually.
Dynamatted everything, and it'll get carpeted over. Nice.
So we'll do a nice carpet kit in this whole thing. Bench seat in the back.
Yeah, obviously.
And then what are we doing for seats in the front?
For seats, we actually, up at the front of the car, we have our front seat option. We've actually had these around at the shop for a while. And
are these the original seats right
those are the originals right there. Okay. But we like the shape of these a lot more, and we wanted to do this Mexican blanket insert down the middle of the seats.
So these are Pro Car by Scat.
Yep.
And then we're going to do headrest delete.
Yes.
Yeah, so those are going to come out. So they'll look similar to that, but with this extra bolstering.
Yeah, really keep you in there while you're going hard. Right? Yeah.
But then we're going to do this cool Mexican blanket inset in here. And then we're going to match that on the bench.
Yes. That is the current plan, and then we're gonna kind of match that on the outside of the car. We're planning to do that line of stripes down the side.
Big vinyl graphic. And then what about the, what we were just talking about, what do we call that thing, a canopy?
I call it the bikini top.
The bikini top? Yeah. A bimini, what do we call that? Is there a ruling on this?
Someone in the comments let us know.
Yeah,
I'm going bikini top.
We'll go with bikini top for now. Are we gonna match that at all to this, or is it gonna be black?
I think it's just gonna be black, personally. Like that's my current plan with it.
Yeah, I can't imagine someone getting this truck and then putting the hard shell back on.
Yeah, to me, I never wanted to drive it with the hard shell on there.
What's the point, really?
I mean, we are in California. We have the weather that permits us to really enjoy having that top off.
Right, but if you were in Canada or something, you might want the...
Yeah, you might want to be able to keep the heat in.
Got it. So that'll be winner's prerogative. You will have the hard shell top to be able to put on if you want, but we're going to package it with the bikini top.
Yeah, I'm going to recommend using just the bikini top on there.
What else remains to be done?
So I have to wire it. In the back there, I have that wiring harness laid out. It's actually really hard to find wiring harnesses for these trucks, so I'm actually retrofitting a B-body harness from American Auto Wire into it.
And so for some reason, I had in my mind that these were easy to source parts for because a lot of the stuff is similar to the Dodge pickup trucks.
Yeah.
But the wiring harness there doesn't translate to this?
There's not a lot of remake harnesses for those trucks either. It's the Dodge stuff doesn't have as much support as, say, your Chevys and things of that
what's going on? Can we get some Mopar love over here?
Yeah.
The Chevys are easier, huh?
Yeah, Chevys are definitely easier.
Okay, so wiring and the wiring harness. What else?
Yeah, wiring, and then we're going to have to give the seats and interior bits to Rick, RJ Upholstery, get those done. I have to get the gauges and just all the interior bits put together. That's the biggest part. I actually haven't gotten gauges yet for it.
You haven't ordered gauges?
We have not ordered gauges yet.
Go like Dakotas or something like that?
Dakota Digital, something of that sort is my current plan.
You guys have any recommendations, Ramcharger gauges, let us know in the comments. And then one of my favorite things in here is the center console for this originally from the factory was a cooler.
Yes.
But we're gonna upgrade that. What are we going with?
Yeah, so we actually we were gonna get a Dometic fridge, but they didn't make the one in the size parameters we wanted anymore. So there was a company called Bodega selling ones in the sizes I wanted. Okay. So it's a center console fridge that'll actually have a built-in wireless charger.
That's so cool. So it's actually a fridge that you can keep beverages in.
Yes.
And then it also has a wireless charger on top? That's so cool. Okay, I love that. because this thing is so wide, especially compared to the little Bronco right there, but is so wide that it has enough space in there for it's like a really usable fridge.
There's a good 20 inches between the two front seats.
Yeah,
so
tons of space.
There's tons of room, and it's a pretty good sized fridge. I think you can fit 8 cans in it.
That's awesome.
So it'll
it's
be
just
good.
Always frosty cold. Yeah. That's amazing. Okay, I love that. What else? What do we not cover? I know there's obviously like trim pieces, glass.
It's a lot of cosmetics still. There's just all these little bits like the indicator lights, things like that still have to go together.
What did we decide with those? Are we gonna smoke the lenses?
I'm kind of wanting to leave the lenses orange. I think there's a lot of black on the front end already, and you can see the side marker lights in there have orange lenses already.
Yeah, where do we put that? Oh, right here.
Right in here. And I think with the black bezels.
So you already painted this though?
Yes.
Wasn't this already like a...
It was like a kind of gray.
Like just an old 50-year-old gray?
Yeah.
So you painted it black, but then we're going to leave them orange?
Yeah, I think leaving the lenses orange is good. It matches the black bezels I've done on the headlights. But yeah, a lot of what's left is just all the little bits on the outside. Obviously I have to put like the tailgate and the hood back on.
Right.
Go clean up that big Ram hood ornament we have. It's not hiding away.
Right.
And then there's that gas cap filler. We're trying to do a Charger style one that can have that really satisfying tactile click.
Yeah, when it flies open and then clicks shut.
Yep, and then there's just a bit of suspension work left. I need to find shocks.
What are we doing for suspension on this? Because I see the original leafs are still under there.
There's the original leafs, and I'm trying to find upgraded shocks. I had to relocate all the shock mounts because these are not stock axles.
Right.
We have a Dana 44 and a Dana 60 in the back.
Okay.
So those obviously weren't what originally came with the truck.
A little bit different.
So I did just new shock mounts on them. So it's going to be different spacing from the original. So I need to track down ones that'll fit.
Yep.
I'm hoping I can find some Bilsteins or something of the sort for it.
So the new leaf springs are also lift springs.
They
and give us an
lifted
extra...
by about 2 to 3 inches.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean the stance on it right now, just as it sits, is awesome.
Yeah, it looks like a toy right now.
It looks ready to rock.
Especially on these like great wheels, the US Mags.
It's like a giant
RC
truck.
Yeah, it looks like a Hot Wheel.
Yeah, this thing's gonna be so cool.
Yeah.
I'm so excited, and like Regan said, we're about 50-60% of the way there. We're more than 50-60% of the way to 100,000 subs though, so we might need to crank up the intensity a little bit as we get to 100,000 subscribers. So if you want Regan and his team to work faster, again, share the channel with your friends, make sure you subscribe, you're gonna get great car content, and one of you is gonna take home this one-of-a-kind 75 Ramcharger, which is awesome, but also sort of breaks my heart because it's just such an incredible truck. I'm really looking forward to driving it.
Yeah, I'm hoping to have lots of time with it.
Yeah, we better work faster because these guys are working on their subscriptions as well.
Yep.
Okay, so that's everything we've done to date on the 75 Ramcharger. Regan and his team are hard at work on this thing, and if you want to take it home, make sure you subscribe to the RestoMods channel. You're gonna get tons of great car content, and one of you, when we get to 100,000 subs, is gonna take this truck home. If you want that to happen faster, go ahead and share the channel with your friends. That really helps us out a lot. We appreciate it, and good luck.